Hello, everybody. This is Jason, and welcome to Season 2, Day 2 of SCUM Solo Run. I had my microphone muted, so this will be a commentary. I am showing you what I had done when I was off screen here. I had done this building here, and showing you the room that we started with, going outside, showing you what it looks like from the outside. Have a log shed right there. Have a wall around it. And this is going to be the base. And I did find a cruiser while I was out collecting bolts and everything. It didn't have a front tire, so I had to run all the way up to the trader, buy a tire, put it in my backpack, run all the way down, put it on there, and take it to a gas station. Pretty much. So it doesn't have the front fender, it doesn't have the rear seat. I am going to eventually buy saddlebags for it in this episode. So I was on probably for about 8 more hours after recording this, because I was building, running out of nails, running out of bolts, having to run back down to the airfield to get things. And then I found the chopper with no tires, so I had to run all the way up and get it. Ended up buying that generator, because that's where my kitchen's going to be. And those are going to be my refrigerators, since I do not have decay on. So, yeah. And eventually, once I had the motorcycle, it was a lot easier to run. I'd run into town, run to where I can find a bunch of cars and get scraps and stuff like that. That's all the stuff that I've got. Found the chainsaw in a drop. And that's the meat that you saw I had. Those are the ones that I spawned in. Eventually in this episode, I'm going to be hearing horse sounds, and I'm going to go after it and eventually take it down. So, as I'm explaining now, here's the garden and the well. I have stuff planted already. And if you open your inventory, it gives you some things to do, right? But for some reason I can't weed. So, and there's the water, or the well. Doesn't have any water in it yet. So, oh yes, I have to go to the bathroom. So, this video is pretty much all for naught, because in the next episode, which I have already recorded before I edited this one, is we end up finding a better place, and you'll see the process of taking that. I do have audio on that one. I made sure of that one. So I don't really know what's going on right now, other than probably running to the airfield in a minute. Oh yeah, showing you that I was running out of stuff to build that, bolts and stuff like that. So we're going to go get some more. I think I had some in the airplane. Showing you the logs that I had cut down. It's almost full. Got branches at the bottom. So, and this stuff hadn't reset yet, so I'm just checking. Apparently I had missed that. I'm just checking everything, just making sure there's nothing, you know. Yeah. Alright, showing you how much money I have, how much fame points I've got. Made a water skin. I do have a little extra money. I can't see how much that is from here. I think it's like 800 and something bucks. So I made a water skin. I bought some antibiotics. I bought magazines for the HS-19. That's the block. Oh yeah, that's it. HS-19. Oh no, that's the block. So that's my backup. It doesn't have a suppressor on it. I don't think the other one has a suppressor yet. Yeah, it does. So I bought a suppressor for both the shotgun and the handgun, the HS-19. Bought a sight for both of them, the shotgun and the HS-19. So I believe here I'm explaining that we're going to end up building some more, but we're going to make a run to make more money. So I'm going through right now, I believe, to pick up the stuff. Yep, all the stuff that I'm going to sell. Explain that I've got my shotgun. Oh, and I ended up making another sword and repairing that shotgun right now. Probably repairing all the weapons. Yep. There's the water skin that I was talking about I made. Moving this stuff down because this is stuff I'm going to end up keeping. So I need to move this stuff down for the stuff I'm going to be picking up. Make room. Yeah. All the stuff I plan to sell. I think I said I'm keeping the 45 because I've got the block which takes 45 ammo. Got my bow. Explaining that I think I want to purchase a new bow, 70-pound draw, since my strength isn't that high. I could probably do an 80-pound, but 70 would work. Showing that the Block 21 has one magazine in it. And that's a gun that will be used just in case I run out of everything else and I'm in a pinch, because it is not silenced or suppressed, I should say. So yeah, now we're going to run to the airport, I believe, the airfield in B2. Oh, I was wondering if there's a battery in that. That's why I stopped. Because if you stop on that cruiser, the battery it'll shut itself off. So it has a battery in it. And then I'm saying I can hear the horse. And I was going to bring the airplane up and park it there, but I am not a very good pilot. So landing it would probably be a bad idea. I'll probably just nosedive it into the ground since there's no damage. Flip it over and turn it around so I can take off. But airplanes, you can't haul a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, I high center the cruiser. So yeah, planes will get you there faster, but there's only so much stuff you can do. Maybe I'll use the plane for going to traders and stuff like that. That's if I decide to do that. But the next vehicle that we end up getting is a Volkswagen, which will be in the next episode. You'll see that. I won't explain it here, but eventually I want to get a Ragger. I end up calling it a Ranger because that Ragger sounds funny. So we're going down here where the airplane spawn is. If I move the plane out of that spot, another plane will spawn in there, but I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, I would say, hey, that's my trick maneuver there, slide through sideways, but you can't do it. I wasn't paying attention. I had already looted this one once before, so I came down and got the nails and then looted it for some stuff. So it hadn't respawned yet. As of this episode, I believe I have reduced the time of respawning, so stuff will respawn sooner. Because usually on a multiplayer setting, it's like every couple hours or when you leave the area and stuff. Yeah, I'm just grabbing all this stuff. Oh yeah, that's the HS, or that's the H9. Or the HS9. That's going to be my secondary weapon. My ideal setup is a MK18 and either an AK-15 or an A1, what is it, A1-16, M16, or the A4 M16, and for my 2 assault rifles, and my 2 handguns are the SF-19 and the HS-9. So that's what I end up eventually doing. I like that load because I carry at both weapons use 9mm, and I just buy the magazines, load them all up. I buy like 6 magazines for each handgun, and then keep extra ammo in a vehicle. And then with the shotgun, so like the setup now, I have the primary handgun, the shotgun, and the bow. Bow is for silent. The shotgun is silent because it's suppressed now. So is the handgun. But when I go to get the 2 assault rifles, the shotgun and the bow will be my secondary backup. And my 2 handguns will always be the same. But like right now, I'm taking all this stuff that's going to be sold. Trying to make room. Gonna have to come back and get it. Leave the seeds. I can take that. All right. Oh yeah, I don't check for anything here. I think when I come back for the second time is when I find out that things haven't respawned yet. Now we're heading up to the C2 trader. Drive here, I'm explaining what I want to build at this location, which is redundant because there's going to be somebody somewhere else later in episode 3. So I explain. Oh yeah, here is explaining that I had found a mountain bike. And I was using it to ride around, going to the city, the little towns where the police stations are at, stuff like that. And I went to the airfield to go to where the vehicles are in the back part, and this cruiser was sitting there without the front tire. So I bicycled up there because I wasn't running. So I bicycled up there, which took forever on a bicycle, but it was faster than running. Bought the tire, got back on the bicycle, came all the way down. It was easier coming down. Put the wheel on. Went to go put the wheel on. Found out I didn't have a jack. So I went into town and tried to find a jack. Couldn't find a jack. So I ended up riding back up here, buying a jack, coming back down. And I think I found out that I had a jack in the plane, which was stupid. Oh no, I left the jack in the cruiser that we found in episode 1. That's what I did. Which, as of episode 3, both the cruiser and the light Barca that we had found had respawned with all the stuff inside of it still, because I didn't have locks on them, even though this is single player mode, or single play mode. I guess without a lock, stuff respawns. I'm not sure, so I end up putting locks on everything, just because. Oh yeah, I'm explaining that. Every time I play, I end up building around that area that house is at, that we're at right now, the base. Somewhere in that general location. Sometimes it's over by the pond, or the river, the lake, sorry. Sometimes I build over there. There's a farm over in that area that we built on. My squad that I have on my multiplayer game on Tombstone. And then on my server that I own, the Walking Scum, we build outside of the airfield. So in that open area where the refinery is at, right in front of that. So that's where we're currently at, right there. So well, my point is that I know this entire area. I never have to look at the map. Know where all the turns are and stuff like that. But when you head down south, I don't know them roads very well. So you'll notice me opening and closing the map a lot later. Probably not in this episode. I think I do it a lot in episode 3. We are... Oh, I won't spoil that. Going really slow here. On Tombstone, there's a lot of lag on it, and whenever you're going over a bridge, it seems to lag out, and then next thing you know, you're going off the edge or something, and you're going too fast. So it took me a second there to hesitate and remember that I'm not on Tombstone. Tombstone isn't a bad server. It's a fantastic server. That's where I met all my friends that were in my new server that I own. And all the admin there are exceptionally nice. I became an admin there after a while. And one of my other squad mates became an admin there. We were considered the U.S. crew.
Kidding. Nobody cares.
It's a UK-based server. So now here I'm just selling everything. And I always, the first time I forget to change it from cash to bank. Which just means an extra step. I'll let this play. I need to go do something real quick. Be right back. Alright. So, still selling things, right? I think this is here where I decide that I'm going to sell the block. Not yet, but I will. So I can use my, oh, I've already done it? Okay. Because the HS9 is my secondary handgun. And the reason why I like them is that the HS19 uses 9mm rounds, but it also holds 17 rounds in the clip, and or in the magazine, and the S9, HS9 holds 15.
Guns come unloaded. Security reasons. Obviously.
So that's a good amount of ammo in a clip. Especially when you have like 6 of each. That's over a couple hundred rounds of ammo right there just in handguns alone. I was going to leave the bike there and decided against it. Yeah, I'm going to, what am I here for? Oh, the saddlebags. Small storage. Yeah, fender. Right here I'm talking about the fender and the back seat that I'll get later because I don't necessarily need them. There's nobody else on the server other than me, and I don't need to give anybody a ride. So yeah, I'm buying the saddlebags right now. There you go, they are now installed. Actually looks pretty good without the front fender on it. But oh yeah, but I like to use the slugs over the buckshot, especially in cases like if you want to shoot them at a farther distance, shoot the puppets from a farther distance. The slugs will work better than the red-shelled ones, which are the buckshot, because those spread.
Yeah.
But at close range, the other ones are better. So, give or take, I guess.
What's up? If you try,
Yeah, I think
guns
I come
come
over here to
unloaded.
do my,
Security reasons. Obviously.
yep, change out my boat. There's the 70-pound. I pretty much spent all my money here on this trip, but I've also still got more stuff to sell. And we
Guns
do
come
a
unloaded.
police station,
Security reasons. Obviously.
and I believe the second half of, or the other large hangar. And I think we do a couple of small hangars. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Oh, I'm buying the broad-tipped arrows, which I end up losing all of them because I decided to do a stupid thing between this episode and episode 2 is there was a drop ship that landed right outside my gate, basically, right in the forest area, kind of not quite where. Oh, did we kill the horse yet? I can't remember. No. Well, it was on, like, if you leave the gate from the base and you go straight down that hill, hop over the rail, go down the hill. There's a drop ship that's up there, but there was also an airship guarding it. So I thought I'd do this. Be fun to spawn in a couple of rocket launchers, or spawn in a rocket launcher and a bunch of rockets, and take it down. And I was going to record it, but yeah, well, airship 2. Jason, it'll
guns come unloaded.
I died twice. After the second time, I'm like, whatever. I give up. So, ended up losing some experience points, but that's okay. Or fame points, sorry. So, you see how I do this? I instead of trying to find the magazine and the ammo for a specific weapon, unless I already know what it is, I'll go into, say, handgun, find the handgun I have, click it, and the next tab will give me the magazine and the ammo for it. And I just select it there. So my handguns, I like to use the Shark sight. And for all my other weapons, my shotgun and both my assault rifles, I use the MRO red dot sight. That's the one that you see on the shotgun currently. Right now I'm going through the tactical loading ammo. Joining, yeah, loading that one up. But I ended up losing everything I had because I couldn't find my body with that airship. So I just went ahead and spawned everything back in. So my outfit might look different in episode 2 than it does now. I got everything back except for the arrows and I think the quiver. But I ended up spawning the quiver in later. Because I noticed I didn't do it. Because I have the quiver here currently. I have the backpack. I have the vest. I have the pants. I have a shirt. No, I don't have a shirt on. I have my sporran bag. So all that stuff I've already collected. So I just spawned that stuff back in.
If I don't see you again.
And I ended up deleting the video because I sucked at it. I think I hit it once. I think I'm explaining that you can put an assault pack in there. So you can fill the assault pack up, put it in there, and you still have like an L shape of inventory slots. Put other stuff in, so that's the way to maximize the small saddlebags. I built up in this area one time, but there's nothing around except for this and the bunker that's up over here to the left. I'm talking right now, I'm saying that eventually we'll do the prison that's up over here to that side right there. But we won't do it right now because we're going to build. and that's the task for today. And that's what I explained at the beginning of the video, which ends up not happening because of the fact that I hunt down a horse for 15 minutes. So when I take this horse down, it'll be the second horse that I have officially tracked down doing the minigame. I don't like using the minigame. Most of the animals I kill are the ones that chase after me or run across my path. So and then I explain here, I believe it's either this time or the second time I come through, on turning on your headlights. If you hit the X while you're on a vehicle, your headlights will come on, hit it again, they go off. That's for the new people that don't know about that stuff yet. And I think I'm explaining here that on my server, I do not have any of the quads, the RISs, on my server because I don't like them personally. I know some people like them, but they're dangerous, man. You hit a tree, you go flying, you can die. You hit a rock, you go flying off of it. You know, so like with the cruiser and the dirt bike, you can jump off a cliff and land, you're still on your bike. You get smashed into a tree, you're still on your bike. So, I don't remember what I'm talking about here, but I'll add something here. So, my server is a PvE server. It's called the Walking Scum. There's no password to get into it. There is also a Discord channel that is associated with it called the Walking Scum also. So if you guys decide you want to join the server, feel free to. I'd appreciate it. Just let me know that you saw my video when you log in. I'm one of the admins on there. My son is an admin, and Trav is an admin. He is from Tombstone in my squad. And then we will be adding a UK admin, so we have someone on during the off hours. So the settings on the Walking Scum is the puppets are 1.7 times with a 2 times multiplier. So instead of the 1-to-1 right now on regular server, on regular play, I'm using that same setting here. So I have a 1.7 time puppet ratio with the 2 times word modifier. That means, you know, more puppets. I do have one safe zone that is a gas station. It's the one up in B2. All the other ones, puppets can spawn and stuff like that. We do not have suicide puppets, those are the ones that leave the lab and explode. And the puppets do not break doors down or jump through windows. That's the same settings that I have here, except for the gas station. I do not have a gas station safe zone. So yeah, we're going back here to get the rest of the stuff. And I think we do the second hangar over here. And probably a couple of the little hangars, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But I know we at least do the big hangar. And instead of taking it up to the trader, I end up going back to the house and saying I'll do that off screen or something. But we're coming back in here to get the rest of the stuff out of the plane that is for selling. See, there's the car jack right there. are HSF 19 magazines. So 9mm I'm keeping. I'll come pick it up later. Selling the beanie, selling the bayonet, selling the 45 ammo because I got rid of the block, selling the gunpowder and the cap. Alright, and then I check and see here, found out that nothing has respawned yet. So we end up going to the other one. Because these are the same rubber boots that were here in episode 1. Those are my boots that I just switched them out with. See? So, yeah. Just double checking, making sure. Yep. Something that I had missed. So that made me want to look for more stuff. And I think I just give up. Yep. I'm explaining that we're going to go to the other hangar. We hadn't looted that one yet. I've looted this one, the one that we just came from 3 times already. Since the first episode. And come over here and look. Dirt bike. Missing everything. Ooh. Oh, I hope that's still there when I go to record again. Because the new location that we're at, there's a dirt bike there. It doesn't have any tires or a body. It has an engine. So I might be able to pull the body off of that one, add it to the one that's at the new place. We'll see. I end up wearing that jacket because I like that better than the blue one. So I play, my setup when I play is I use the keyboard, I use the mouse, but I also use an Xbox controller. So most of them walking around, moving, selecting items and stuff like that, drawing my weapon, aiming it, all that stuff is done with the controller. Driving. When I am in first person, looking down the barrel of the sight, I use my mouse to move around, and then the left trigger on the controller to fire. Oh yeah, puppet. First things to run. And this is my second computer. The first one I had for over 10 years. I'm switching out shotguns because I like the sad ass. I call it a sad ass. And I ended up buying a new a refurbished gaming computer that was used at a gaming center. And when I reinstalled everything, my mouse is really weird. When I'm looking down the barrel of the sight and I go to move my mouse, you'll see sometimes I go to fire and I take my finger off the roller ball and it'll move, and so I've got to reconfigure it. But right now, the computer I have, one of the fans is going out on it. I think one of the bearings is bad, And you can hear it clicking. Listen, that's the fan. So we're going to do a silent kill here. I love using carbon arrows. They do not have a drop on them like the wooden arrows do. Alright. I gotta figure out how to get the shotgun into my backpack now. Because if I get on the motorcycle, I'll drop whatever's in my hand. So. Yeah, end up putting the helmet on because it takes up less space. Gives me 3 extra slots. End up picking up another helmet. I heard something, so I decided to go to higher ground, keep searching. I hate searching with the bow in my hand. There you go. And I'm trying to search with the tip of the bow, and it's not where the cursor's at. But with the shotgun, that's where it's at. I don't know why I did that. Thought I was making room, but it still have the same amount of slots open. Yeah, I'll get rid of the hat because I can get more for the gunpowder. Alright. Yeah, we just head back. We don't get one of the smaller bunkers, or smaller hangars. So, if you veer off to the right here a little bit, well, kind of like where we're turning off right now. Straight ahead to the right here, in that open area, is where my base is at on my server. This looks like a prison. So right here, I think I'm making the decision not to go back up to the trader. Run time and everything, and I don't know if you guys want to see me go back up to the trader or what. So I'm explaining that I'll probably go up on my own and do it on my off time. Which I end up not doing because I end up seeing the drop ship come down with the airship, or the cargo drop with the airship off here to the right, or behind us now. End up dying a couple times. I'm like, ah. Alright. And I think here I'm going to start giving a cooking lesson if I haven't already done it. I don't remember. Oh yeah, first I need to empty everything out. I'm like, oh, this would be quicker this way. Just throw everything on the ground and drag it in from up there. See, so there's several ways to put stuff in a container. Talking about needing a toolbox and remembering that I got a toolbox right here. Or the bolts. That's what it was. Don't have the bolts, so I'm going to have to do it later. I left the bolts. So I end up finishing this off, and then going to add a second one, and that's when we hear the horse. Yeah, that's what it is. I get distracted. So right here I'm saying that we're going to start building. I'm going to build out a couple platforms out, and then I'm going to build a large hexagon room. So I'm getting everything for it. See, hear the horse? I'm like, no. Like I said, I've only been able to track down one horse. The rest of the times I've tried to track him down, I can never find the damn things. So I was just saying we'll just ignore it. Eventually he'll stop. Then I say I gotta take some of the stuff off because I'm sweating too much. Finding out what I'm wearing. The helmet. And then my undershirt. I leave my jacket on. And that should cool me down. Yep. Alright. So we lay another one down. See, hear the horse again. And then I get distracted. I'm bound and determined to get this horse this time. So, we are 49 minutes into this. Let's see how long it takes me to find this horse. I'm going into focus mode right now. When you go into focus mode, it drowns out all the other noises. Like if it's raining and thundering, it dulls that sound down. If it's windy, it dulls the wind down. So, I'll try to be as quiet as I can so you can hear the horse. See how you can hear the sound now? The wind. I can hear him in my left ear. I'm wearing headphones. Going back into focus mode. For a second there, I thought that was an animal. Decided to get on higher ground so I can hear better and see. Focus mode. Listening for the sound. And there he is. That's not him, but that means we're heading in the right direction. It's in both of my ears, which means it's straight ahead. Popping out of focus mode so I can see my surrounding area. And the thing when you go into focus mode, if there's a clue in the area, while you're in focus mode it'll show, and sometimes when it's, there's a horse again. Sometimes when once you pop out of focus mode, you'll see a clue. So it's nice to pop back and forth every few feet. There he is again. He's in my left ear, and it's faint, so that means he's back the way I came. So when he started, he was in both ears. I turned to the right, and he was more in my left ear, so that means he was more to my left. Chickens are the hardest freaking things to find. Boar is almost as hard as a chicken, but eventually they'll come after you if you get too close. Goats, they come out of nowhere. There you go. Goats come out of nowhere and just onslaught you. Remember episode 1, we were chasing that goat around and couldn't find it? Oh, that wasn't in this season, sorry. That was in the season of the other server, I believe. Not the other server. Yeah, the other server that I was in that had the issues. Everybody's getting louder. And there's their clues, see? Says he's gone south. So I go into focus mode to pull up my compass. With the military compass, you get all those extra little readings. The advanced compass, you get north, south, east, west, and then hash marks in between. So I'm trying to stay south. Here. So you get 2 clues before he appears. You can also find him without the clues, but the sounds that you're hearing shouldn't be as loud as they are from where I end up finding him. So I go into focus mode. Trying to highlight the clue. So he's up over here somewhere. There it is. That's the second clue. He had gone southeast. See it? At this point, I think I'm never going to find him. Because he's like nowhere near where the sounds from where we're at. Where my house is at, we're far away. I'm listening. There he is. See him? Between those two trees? Right there. So now I've successfully hunted him down. Now I need to take him down. I'm going slow, keeping him in my sights, trying not to spook him. And he does one of the most amazing things ever. Which allows me to get even closer. Happens about getting ready to take the shot. See what I'm talking about with my mouse? Every time I try to stop it, it bounces. So I said, okay, I need to get closer. And then he lays down. Which is perfect. If I wanted to charge him, I could have at this point. Because I can get even closer before he gets up. But he's spooked. I hit him. See, I'm trying to focus or aim that shot and it keeps bouncing. So I'm running after him, keeping him in my sight, and he stops. And then my heart's about to explode because I'm running out of stamina. So I'm watching him, trying to get my heart rate down, slowly advancing him. So I think the reason why I get a lot more animals in this area is because of that hunting tower right there. They seem to spawn more around these hunting towers. Alright, so I'm completely winded. Hoping he doesn't get up and decide to run away. Remember, I already shot him once. Boom, and then he falls. At this point, I'm not sure if he's dead or if he just laid down. But there's no more sound from him. And at one point I think, oh no, maybe he just despawned. So I get up and I can see him still. So I'm getting closer, closer, trying not to spook him. See the way he's laying? His head's not moving. It's different than the way I was before. I believe at this point he had bled out. See the way he's laying? I shoot him twice, I believe, and he didn't move. That means he was already dead, but I wasn't sure. See the way he died? He just boom. So I successfully hunted down a horse. I have living proof of it. See how far? So it was 49 when we started to hunt. It's at 1 hour right now. So 49, 59. So it took me 11 minutes to hunt that damn thing down. Now, if I had my assault rifle, I would have taken him down a lot sooner. You gotta remember, I'm using a shotgun, which has a slug in it. So now I'm trying to decide, is he far enough to where I can just carry, drag and drop him? But I'm having problems. After the third try, I'm like, to hell with this. I've got enough pack left. Let's just cut him up and see how much I can carry. I'm trying to see how much I can carry in my pack, and I can just do one leg. But if you really look at it, is that a leg or is that a phallus? That's a leg. So I'm chopping them up. So far I've gotten 3 pieces of meat. Now I've got 6 pieces of meat. Seven pieces. Oh no, 6, 7, 8, 8 pieces. I still got the 2 big pieces left. My stamina is running down fast. Look at that. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, that's 15 pieces right there. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, that's 22 pieces of meat. Not counting what this is, and I think this is 3 more pieces. Then I'm explaining I'm not going to take the fat, because the fat is used for making sausages. So you take a piece of meat with the sausage, add salt and pepper, and then fry it on a grill or in a pan. And you can also use it as a lard for like cakes and stuff like that. But I do have some of them from the boar that I killed, so I don't need a lot of it, because I'm not going to be doing a lot of that. At least I don't think I am, because I'm not anywhere near a kitchen, real kitchen. So I'm keeping all the bones. I made a horse's head, or a horse's hat, and then trying to find home. My stamina is running low. And right there, boom, puppet. I missed that first shot, he jumped right over it. So I gotta track down my other arrow. So a horse will pretty much give you a full backpack full of meat and bones and head and leather and guts. Oh, so the sausage, did I say? You don't use lard to make sausage. You use lard for cakes and stuff like that, um, and in some pot dishes. For sausage, you use animal guts, a piece of meat, and salt and pepper. There you go. You can cook that right on the grill, or you can cook it in a pan. And I wasn't. Oh, I was trying to show you the red mushroom, but I couldn't find it. I had just spotted it. Those are the psychedelic mushrooms. I'll show you one time. Maybe we'll go on a trip. And it's funny if you haven't done it. So it's starting to rain, and I'm like, great, perfect. I can water my garden. Needs it. So I was planning on showing you how to cook in episode 3 because I was going to build today, and that was a no-go. So I think I end up showing you how to cook, different ways to cook, and this is mostly for people that don't do cooking or don't know how to cook. So I was just going to let this episode play without a commentary, but I wanted, since we did the horse and the cooking, I wanted to go ahead and do a commentary for this one, because talking about just showing me hunt a horse down for 11 minutes, not knowing why it's taking so long or what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, so, which is funny, doing all that hunting for that horse, didn't run into a puppet. As soon as I finished cutting that puppet, or that horse up, there was a puppet right there. That was luck. Yeah, see, look how far away that horse was. And when we started, we went out up to the left there towards the mountain. Ended up backtracking and going back down that way. So here I'm explaining that I'm going to show you how to cook, and we'll do the building on the episode 2, since we have a lot of meat. And I don't normally like to cut up all the animals that I get. I like to keep them whole until it's time, until I'm getting low on the cooked food that I have already. But since I didn't have a vehicle large enough to transport a whole horse, I decided to cut them up and show you how to cook. I'm eating an MRE. That's what I'm doing. And then drinking out of my canteen. So I've got my canteen in my quick slot 6. So instead of having to open your inventory, grab the canteen, or right click on the canteen to drink, and then right click it again in your hand to drink, put it in a quick slot. Hit the quick slot number you have it in, he'll drink. Every time you hit it, he'll drink. To get it out of your hand, select one of your handguns or whatever, something else in your hand, like a knife. Take the knife out, so say my handgun's in 3, so I got the canteen in my hand at the moment. I drink. I want to get rid of it without opening the inventory. I take the handgun in my hand and then hit the number 3 again to put it back. And that's just a little shortcut. So I've got plenty of meat here. Since I was here, I ended up spawning in a cookbook because I was going to go buy a cookbook to show you in episode 3 how to do some cooking, because we were going to fish and cook also. So I'll do fishing probably in episode 4. So I spawned in a cookbook, and I think I spawned in a chicken in the inside the base and kill it so I can pluck it and show you how to cook chicken, because there's different ways to cook it. Because it gives you leg and thigh and breast meat, and there's different ways to cook it. So I'm keeping these bones. Bones can be used in, I think it's a soup. There's the bones for one of the soups. It uses the bone marrow. And also you can make improvised sewing needles out of it, or what do you call it, bone needles. So I just keep some around. You never know when you need it. Alright, so here I'm showing you, oh yeah, I also spawn in some salt and pepper, because that's stuff that you need for the ingredients of what we're going to be cooking. And I spawn in the cookbook. So, if you cook meat, here, I'll explain it when we get closer. Those you can make out of a small stick. Those are fire drills. It's like a lighter. I almost destroyed it. I'm trying to light it, but wondering why it doesn't light, because it doesn't have any fuel. So, there we go. Got it lit. Put my knife away. Alright. So, I'm getting hot. So, I end up showing you how to deal with that problem too. So here I'm showing you different ways to cook. You can hit the grill to cook. You can hit a pan to cook. See, you can cook food that way, or cook it by the pan. Or you can click the grill, you click the thing, or you can do it up here. You can click the grill up there, cook food, boom, and it opens up your menu. You can do the same thing with the pan up there, or you can just put your pointer on the pan when you're not in this mode. So this is showing you everything we can do. There's the meat. So this is what's the cookbook. That's the ingredients. So you'll select that. So it takes a piece of meat, salt, and pepper. And all you do is you drag it over the salt, and it grades itself out because it's being used, so you don't double use it. Click the timer to start. 13 minutes or 12 minutes, 8 seconds. You got both of them going. If you have the DLC and you right click, you can set a timer for 5 minutes, 1 minute, or 3 minutes, whatever. And then you hear a timer go off, and then you can run and pick up your food. And then I'm showing you that if you stand back, oh, what am I doing? I don't know what I grabbed. All right, now I'm showing here that you can see the meat actually being cooked. The gray part, it hadn't been cooked. The colored part is cooked. The timer starts out blue, then it goes to a turquoise, and then it goes light green, and then forest green. When it hits that green color, that green color, you can stop the timer, even when it has time still on it. And it's excellent. Now, if you only use the meat and don't use the salt and pepper, you'll have a poor quality food. It's still edible, but it's poor. So when you have all the ingredients, you get excellent quality if you do stop it in that green time. And once you get a perfect cook on something, you do not need the cookbook. I'm showing you right there. You do not need the cookbook to cook that food again. It's like muscle memory. You learned it. So we're cooking this down. Each piece of meat gives you 2 servings. When you cook a fillet, it'll give you 1 serving. but the recipe gives you the option to add 2 pieces of filet. The second one is optional. If you add the second filet, you get 2 servings. See, now it's turning turquoise. And it's going to go from turquoise to a light green. Cook time's almost done. Once it hits 1 minute, it should be done. So at 1:30, it's going to start turning green. See, it's starting to turn that green color slowly. There's that light green, there's the dark green. That's the dark green you want. Once that's there, boom, you can stop it. Look at that, there's still almost a minute left. Perfect cook. Same thing with that one. 1 minute still left, boom, perfect cook. There's that timer. I set it for 1 minute. Alright, so you notice there's only 1 piece of meat. The second piece is in your hand. So if you hold down the control over that, it gives you the stats of all the vitamins and minerals and energy and all that stuff. And the second piece is in your hand, showing it right there. Alright, so you want to cook again. And I think this time we're cooking sausage. Yeah, we're going to cook a sausage. So that's the optional ingredients. I have 2 of the 3, and it still becomes a perfect cook. So the green, I'll show you when we log back, when we get back in. I'm looking for my mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is in the plane. Oh, not mayonnaise, mustard. So, if you look, the first 2 ingredients, the little arrow up there is green. That means you have to have those ingredients. The blue ones are all optional stuff. The more optional stuff you have, the better the cook. So since we only have salt and pepper, I'll be adding salt and pepper. So you got a piece of meat, and we're using, I'm using the wrong meat. So you use a piece of meat, guts, salt, pepper, and you can use mustard, cook it. And this one is going to be chicken, I think. Yeah. Oh no, just a piece of meat. Cooked meat. Showing you the different types of meat. Horse meat, goat meat, wolf meat. So you click that, click the recipe, add the ingredients. The other one's cooking down. Start that timer. 11 minutes. So this one's almost done. Halfway. And this sausage would, I believe, give you 2 servings or 1. I think it gives you 2. The skewers are the ones that give you 1. See how I'm getting hot and I'm backing up? If you back up until the pans are still there, you're far enough away to where you can still interact with things and you're not so close to the heat. So once it hits 30, boom. Excellent cooked, even though it didn't have all the ingredients. See, and that takes up 2 spots. I can't tell if that's 1 of 1 serving or 2 of 2 servings. In my recording, my screen is small. Let's see if I can do something about that. Oh yeah, sausage is 1 of 1 servings. Okay. Waiting on that timer. I think this is here where I talk about the chicken. Since I'm already showing you a cooking tutorial I decided to spawn in a chicken instead of trying to go find one and have one ready for us. I'm looking for a plucked chicken. I can't remember. There's a way to spawn in just the whole chicken, but I can't remember the name of it. And I want to show you the whole chicken, what it looks like, not just the parts. Animal. Yeah, see, can't find it. Minutes left on the cook. I explained that I'll spawn one in after this cook's done. Alright. Go ahead and throw that into my backpack. And then I'm going to go over here. Shut all the doors. And then spawn in a live chicken. Get my handgun out. Spawn it in. So first thing you do is you pluck it. And this, you get a whole chicken and feathers. And you can stack feathers like you can do nails and bolts. You can stack them up to 10. Alright, so now you get 2 pieces of white meat, 2 leg and thighs, a fat, and then 2 bones that you can turn into bone needles. So I'm going to show you how to cook. Cook food. We're opening up the recipe. We're going to the leg and thigh. And there's the grilled poultry meat. That's the white meat. So you use a piece of white meat and salt and pepper. Yes, we've got it. And the poultry is the same thing, but you use the leg and thigh. And you can do that right on the grill too. You don't need a pan. Salt and pepper starts the timer, 20 minutes. Grilled meat, same thing. Piece of grilled meat, salt and pepper. So I'm going to spawn in. I think I spawn in. Or I build it. Just a small fire. Yeah, I build it. That's the bundle of sticks. That's got 3 in there. That's the 1. Or does it have 4? It might have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it has 5 in there. And then I need tinder. Boom, that's built. And then fire drill. Or lighter matches. So, you can also cook on these. Cook, open the recipes, and this only gives you skewers. That's the only thing you can do. So meat skewer recipe. Here's meat, salt, peppers optional. Gives you all types of meat: rabbit meat, chicken meat. You can do fish skewers. You can do just vegetables. You can do meat and vegetables. So you can actually cook your vegetables on skewers. So, boom. And then, see how it leans up there? I should have showed you. Showing you the cook times on those. But you can do 2 of those on one of those small fires. You can also do it on the ring of fire, or that one with the grill on it. Just take the grill off and use it that way. I'm setting an alarm. You can also see the food cooking. Not in this screen, but in the game, in the live mode. You can actually see it cooking in the pan or on the grill and stuff like that too. Kind of cool. And then I'm explaining that I'm going to eventually get 3 burners, the electric stoves, and I'm going to lay them not lengthwise but up and down, vertical. Get 3 of them on there, 1, 2, and 3. And that'll give me 2, 4. That'll give me 6 pans that I can cook with, and I can do like my legs. Boom, set the next, get those running, go to the next 2, pull up the recipes, cook food there, go to the 3rd one, cook food there. By the time I'm done with the 3rd one, the 1st one's almost done. I grab those, get the recipes again, drop some more food down. 2nd one's done. Boom, grab the food, start the recipes, put the food down, start it. 3rd one's done, and then you can just rotate. You can cook fast. So that's what I'm explaining right here. So that's going to be my cooked food. Those are my refrigerators. And then I'm going to get some water. That's one of the first things I do when I build is I plop a well down, unless I'm near fresh water, like really near fresh water. Because water is your life source, man. I'm talking about how I'm not going to cut up that bowl yet. I should have been cooking those other 2 pieces of meat, but I didn't. Look how it's cooked. It went from the gray meat to look like it barbecued. Look at that, perfectly cooked. So now I don't need a cookbook to cook that anymore. Same thing with the white meat or the skewers. Skewers, I think you can cook without the cookbook. That was in the beginning when Scum first came out. That's how things were cooked. But you actually had to get a stick, skewer the meat, and then put it on the fire. This way, they have it now. They skip the stick altogether. The stick is included in your cooking. So, but yeah, the grilled meat gives you 2 servings. The barbecue meat gives you 2 servings. It takes up 2 slots, both of them, just like the sausage does. That's pretty much it on that. I will go into depths on how to do soups and stews and chilies and stuff like that. Once we get the garden going, I put my fires out when I'm not using them to save what fuel I have on them, unless it's cold outside and I need extra warmth. So that is that. So right now I'm throwing all my cooked food here. So this locker right here is going to be all food. Sodas, waters, rice, cans, corn, whatever. MREs. Oh, no, I move MREs. The other locker is going to be cooked food or prepared dishes or whatever. It'll be everything that's been cooked. It'll be MREs. That's pretty much a cooked thing. It's already been cooked and packaged. Yeah, I guess I can do the spaghetti meatballs and stuff like that, but no, don't have to. I'm deciding where I'm going to put those. Cookbook there. I end up moving everything later. Which doesn't matter because I end up throwing everything back into a chest because we end up moving again. So yeah, I apologize that I had my microphone muted. But doing the commentary, I'm able to get the point across anyway. So I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I have a blast doing them. I love making this content. And if there's something you want to see specifically, if I can do it, I will do it. I'll let you know. If not, I'll probably direct you to someone that knows how to do it. But, I've got over 1,000 hours on this game. I'm no expert by far. I can't go into the bunkers that have the razors in them. I mean, I can. I'd probably die. But I stay clear of those unless I'm with a squad. I can do the other bunkers. I can't remember which one's abandoned and which ones are the live ones, active ones. I don't know. Is it the abandoned bunkers the one that has the razors? If you guys know, leave me a comment. Let me know which bunkers has the razors in it. And the razors are the ones with the swords and the baby on its back. So, again, thank you very much, guys. If you please, just thank you guys. I'm lost for words because I usually do this on the fly. Please give a like, subscribe if you haven't. Share this video with your friends or whoever you want to. And again, leave comments. And I just want to say thank you, guys. And until the next video.